The most resilient armor ever designed wasn't defeated by a frontal assault or a massive impact. It was compromised by a single uncoded data point left at the base of the system. In File 07, we decoded the Heracles Mutation, the science of hyperdense hardware, but the ancients left us a second, more terrifying blueprint. They called it the Achilles Heel. In the lens of biomythology, Achilles wasn't a hero with a lucky dip in a river. He was a biological prototype that suffered a catastrophic installation error. Today we decode the Achilles Fragility, the science of the single point of failure. To understand Achilles, we must look at the glue of the human machine, collagen. Legend says the goddess Thetis dipped her son in the river Styx to grant him invulnerability. In biomythology, the Styx wasn't water. It was a biochemical immersion bath designed to harden the collagen matrix of the skin and tendons into a biological diamond. But as the story goes, she held him by the heel. This wasn't an oversight, it was a data gap. The Styx Protocol failed to coat the calcaneal tendon, leaving a single patch of legacy code standard human tissue connected to a high-output god machine. Why is the heel so dangerous? Because in a body tuned for maximum power, the weak link becomes a liability under load. When Achilles moved with the speed and force of the gods, his muscles generated more kinetic energy than human tendons could survive. In modern medicine, we see this in athletes who use performance-enhancing compounds without strengthening their connective tissue. The engine becomes too powerful for the chassis. Achilles didn't just get shot in the heel. His own power overloaded the uncoded point. The river Styx made his body a weapon, but the heel remained a human fuse. When the arrow struck, it didn't just wound him, it triggered a total system shutdown. But look at the state of our hardware today. We are currently living through a state of connective malware. Through the consumption of processed sugars and the lack of high tensile stress, our collagen is becoming brittle. We have created a society of Achilles points. Our minds are moving faster than ever, fueled by digital noise. But our physical frames are losing their structural integrity. We are walking around with God-level digital expectations running on standard-level biological support. We aren't waiting for an arrow. We are waiting for a structural snap. To erase the Achilles fragility, Project Apotheosis requires a forging of the matrix. The ancients understood that the frame must be hardened from the ground up. By utilizing specific amino acid loading and eccentric tension protocols, we can signal the body to rewrite the collagen code at our most vulnerable points. You aren't fragile, you are simply unfinished. Apotheosis is the process of ensuring that every inch of the hardware from the crown to the heel is running on the same high-fidelity script. But even a perfect machine must eventually come to a stop. We have hardened the brain, fueled the blood, and densified the bone. But the ultimate limit isn't strength, it's time. Once you have mastered the physical frame, you realize that the biggest glitch of all is the end. Tomorrow we move to Day 5, the system shutdown, where we examine the ancient technology designed to halt the decay of death itself. Subscribe to Say in Mythos as we face the final transition. Because the most resilient armor ever designed wasn't defeated by a frontal assault or a massive impact. It was compromised by a single uncoded data point left at the base of the system. Next, File 09, the mummification hack.